So the wife and I literally just got back from voting. We were some of the first people out there, but even being out there before the polls had opened, there was already a long line. I've been voting at the same place for the last 9 years. I've never seen a line like this in all my years of voting. And I even vote for the middle elections as well. There's never been a line like this. Even last night, talking to my neighbors, people are getting very nervous, to say the least, about today. So, our experience in line, first and foremost, it was long, but the people running the election did a great job. They got us in, they got us through. Everybody was very calm and peaceful in line. Nobody was saying anything terrible or yelling anything. It was very calm and peaceful. As I look on social media around the country, it seems very similar regardless of where you are in the country. So far, so good. So I want to take this time to just really talk about remaining calm in this time, because in the end, you're just one vote, I'm just one vote. Amongst the hundreds of millions of votes that will be cast today. And regardless of the outcome, it's important that as you get out and vote, be kind to the people around you. Be kind to yourself, take care of yourself, make sure you dress warm and be comfortable, and just take care of yourself and take care of those around you as you're out voting, because it is democracy that makes our country so great. And as you're standing in line voting and you're kind of standing above that ballot, casting your vote, remember that it may feel like we are in charge of who the next leader or who will remain the leader of our country is, but in the end, God is the one who is in charge. And if you look at Daniel 2, verse 20, it said, "Blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are His, and He changes the times and the seasons. He removes kings and raises up kings. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to those who have understanding. He reveals deep and secret things. He knows what is in the darkness, and light dwells with Him." God is in charge. He is, all the kings of the earth and all the leaders of the earth have been put there because God has determined that this is the path that He has ordained for the coming of His kingdom, because it's not about who runs the U.S. to God, it's about the coming of the kingdom of God on earth just as it is in heaven. And as we continue to go through End of Times series, that link's below if you haven't started watching that, you're going to see the exact same thing. But regardless of what the outcome is today, and as we go into the weeks following the election, I just want to kind of remind people God is in charge of this. And if you look at Romans 13:1, it says, "Let every soul be subject to the governing authorities. For there is no authority except from God, and the authorities that exist are appointed by God. Therefore, whoever resists the authority resists the ordinances of God, and those who resist will bring judgment on themselves." God is in charge. Even just casting a vote today, it's really this feeling of, yes, I am a vote, and yes, you are a vote, and there'll be hundreds of millions of votes, but God puts things on people's hearts. And He's not telling us who to vote for. He's not making us vote. But what he is doing is He's putting things on people's hearts, and then they're casting votes. And it's going to go down exactly how God intends it to go down. He appoints the kings of the earth. Always has, always will. And it's not about what's best for you or what's best for the country. It's about the coming of the kingdom of God. And that is all. The entire Bible from beginning to end, the entire history of the world has been about the exact same thing. Every war, every great empire that's risen and fallen has been because God has determined it to be so, because it always leads to the coming of the kingdom of God on earth as it is in heaven. Love to hear how your voting's going. Put it below. Love to hear how. Please let us know. I'd like to encourage people to even look below at the comments to see how it's going for everybody else. I can just tell you how it's going in western Missouri. The rest of the country, I've just seen it on social media, but the lines, the the experiences are all very similar to mine so far. So if you see anything, I'd love to hear your experiences, where you were located at geographically. Put that in the comments below, because I'm going to be continuing to look at that, and I encourage people to look at those comments to see how it's going around the country. And then tonight we'll just watch those the states light up red and blue and see who comes out on top. I don't even know if we'll know by the end of the night. We'll see. So again, put your experiences below voting. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you feel called to support our channel through Patreon, that link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, so never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.